So make sure you're looking at the clear side of the glass, and you want to set that side so that it's facing towards you. So the clear side of glass is facing towards you. And you're going to set it on the paper, and then you're going to trace around the edges of the glass with your pencil. Trace around the edge with the pencil and make sure that you're getting the whole piece of glass, again with the clear side facing you. Now you're going to take a pin and set it a few inches behind where the glass is, like that. And you're going to take your pencil then and you're going to circle where you put that pin in. Okay, and that's going to be our object. Our incident light rays are coming from there. Now take another pin and put it somewhere between the first pin and the glass. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to circle it so that we can tell later when we come back to this where our pins were. Alright, we're going to label both of our pins. Label them both A for now. So this is going to be light ray A. And that way we'll know which light ray we're working with once we have more. Now comes the tricky part. We're going to try and find the light ray coming through the glass. And you can see on the glass where I'm lining up the pin, that's the light ray coming from our original 2 pins coming through the glass. You're going to place that pin in that position so that it lines up with the light coming through the glass from your perspective. Notice that it's not lining up with the other 2 pins. It's off by a little bit. That should happen, okay? So we put 1 pin in front of where the light was coming out of the glass, and now we're going to put in another pin in line with that first one that we put in line with the light that's coming through the glass. So put another one in line with that, and we'll have 2 positions now we can get our ray coming out. So again, this is in line with the light coming through the glass and not in line with the light that's not coming through the glass. And there's another perspective. Alright, so notice how everything kind of lines up for you here. So the 2 pins that we just put in are lined up with the light coming through the glass. Again, this is sort of the tricky part. So when you're all done, it should look something like this. Now we're going to label these. These are still going to be essentially the same light ray, only now it's come through the glass. So we're just going to label these A again. Alright, so the same light ray, but now we know where it comes out through the glass on the other side. And now we're going to show you how to actually identify our light ray. So we can kind of take everything off. We take the glass off, take the pins, stick them in the cardboard. Don't put them anywhere else. We don't want to lose the pins, so stick them into the cardboard. Take everything off, and now we're going to be able to draw our light ray, trace it as it's coming through the glass from the first pin. Okay, so use your straight edge, start from your first pin, and you're going to draw just a straight line coming from the first pin that we put in going towards the glass. And we're using blue for incident ray. Make sure you use your straight edge for this part. When you're all done tracing the incident ray, it should look like that. We're going to do the same thing for the ray as it's come out of the glass now. And make sure you use your straight edge. Make sure you're lining it up so it goes through both of the pinholes. Alright, so line up your straight edge with both of the pinholes. And you're going to, again, trace the direction of the light. So at this point now it's coming, the light ray is coming out of the glass towards you. And we're going to use orange now for our second refracted ray. So now when you're all done, it should look like this. And the last step before we start measuring angles is to trace the light ray as it's going through the glass. So from the point where the light ray went into the glass, so from there to the point where it comes out of the glass, there. So if we connect those 2 points, that shows us the path that the light took as it was traveling through the glass. And again, you want to use your straight edge, and I would suggest using a different color for the light as it's passing through the glass. Okay, so use your straight edge to connect those 2 points.